Hello guys, today we'll dive into Figma and we'll explore the auto layout feature, and especially we'll take a look at the newest changes that came out in June 2023. So let's not wait any longer and start designing. What is actually Figma Auto Layout? It's a feature that enables the designers to group components or items in a certain way that they act something like the flex box items in CSS. For example, if we have three different squares and they are like scattered all over the place, we can select them and press the Shift A combination, and all these items, they become the items inside the auto layout component. And here we have three options how to lay out them. So let's first take a look at the vertical layout, and you can see that the items are stacked vertically with this vertical gap. So if we change vertical gap to be 20, this will be much better, and if we duplicate with Command D, it will add more items inside the same auto layout component. Let's choose purple. Okay, and now let's see what horizontal layout means. It's basically the same, but horizontal, the margin between items stays the same. And now you see that the square it comes a bit out of the component. This is because for auto layout items we have this setting for either fixed width that we have now or hug contents. If we select hug contents, it will wrap around all the items. So now if we go back to vertical, it will wrap all the items. Okay, now let's take a look at more like live example, what we actually do as designers most of the time. Let's create a section with the title, then with a paragraph of text. Let's use dummy text. I'm not a big fan of using this in my work, so now what I usually do is I generate the text with the AI tools to be more like closer to the topic. Yeah, let's make it smaller and give it some line height, yeah, something like this, and create some sort of button with a height of 50, color this green, round corners, and let's put some text inside. Make it bold and white. Okay, we'll group this button into group, but then I will show you how it's better to use buttons as auto layout components as well. So now we have these three items: title, text and button. let's imagine we need this section in the website design, and most of the time we put it like this. We create like perfect margins between items, and then we decide that okay, we'll change this text from this size to, let's say, 20, and then we have to move the button again, and it happened a lot of times before. But now what we do, we arrange all these components into Auto Layout, Shift A, okay, and the margin between items is set to 20. Let's set it to 32. And now what happens when we change the size of the text? It automatically adapts to the new changes. Or even if we remove some text, if we create a very long title, for example, we add this as a title, and what you can see now is another issue: the title becomes very long. How we can set it to fit the Auto Layout container? By going here to resizing and changing to fill container. Now if we have the Auto Layout container like this, for example, let's set it to 480, the title fits into this box that we have. The paragraph of text we can also change from fixed to fill container, and now it's all perfectly aligned. Same goes with the button. So now the button is a group, but we can convert this group into Auto Layout by clicking the same combination, Shift A. Another important thing to explain about Auto Layout is horizontal and vertical padding. It's the size from the left edge to the text, from the right edge to the text, and from top and bottom to the text. So if we select horizontal padding to be 40 and vertical padding to be 16, the button looks like this. So we have to increase the corner radius so it's round. Let's set to 40. Now if the button text changes to anything like read more, or let's say contact us today, you see the button size grows depending on what we have inside. This is super helpful when you design, and it saves a lot of time. Now let's jump to the latest updates that we got a few days ago. So I created these cards with the trading markets as an example. Let's take a look how the new changes work. So for this Auto Layout component, we set the new option, which is not vertical layout, not horizontal, but wrap. What it means, I will show you now. So when we start changing the size of this component, you see the third card, it jumped to the second line. And if we change it back, it starts growing like this. Let's take a look at the single card. Here we have these tags that correspond to the market, and if we change this card size, you see the tags, they start jumping to the second line or jump back to the first line, which is very helpful if we have a lot of these things. Now I guess, yeah, the vertical size is fixed, so if we change it to hug contents, we'll be able to change the size, and the card size, the vertical size, will fit the number of these tags. Okay, let's remove some of them. Another important update is the maximum and minimum size of elements. It's accessible from here. So now I've already set the max width to 320 and min width to 240. So when we click this drop down, we have min width option, and we can set the min width to, let's say, 300. The max width is 400. So now when we resize our card, it won't go more than 400 and less than 300. Now let's get back to the main component, the cards. So here I've already set the min and max width for the cards, and I selected the layout option to wrap. So now you can see that the cards don't go beyond the certain width, and they also cannot become less than 240, I guess. This is super helpful if we want to design the responsive layout and quickly go from desktop to mobile view. And for example, if we want the cards to stack in one row, then we remove the min and max width for the entire component, and for example we resize to mobile size 320. Here we go. So we have this mobile view, then we have tablet view, and if we want, we can also have a desktop view. Let's go with something like this. Yeah, pretty nice, I would say. Do you agree? If you find this helpful, or if you have any questions left regarding the auto layout feature, I'll be glad to answer in the comment section under this video. And of course, don't forget to give me the thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe for more content. See you in the next video.